Hello, everyone. My name is Giron Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from Gold Squadron Flight Club. If you're not familiar with Gold Squadron Flight Club, we have a group of X-Wing players that meets every Saturday here online on Tabletop Simulator. Different squad building challenges given to the players on stream, and this week we have Scum versus the Republic. Each player was given a ship that they had to spend at least 75 points on. It could be one ship or multiple copies of that ship. Just need to spend at least 75 points on that ship. So this one, we have JJ on the left was given the Kimogila, and Andreas on the right was given the Arc 170. You see 75 points there on Wolf. But before we go too far, my co-host for this round is
Corey.
All right, Corey, are you ready to have a good time?
I am already having a great time.
Well, that means we're winning. Let's go ahead and break down this matchup.
No worries. I think I'll start with the Republic, if that's all right. So we've got Obi-Wan in the Aether Sprite with Sense, CLT, and R5 to give him a bit of staying power there. So for anyone unaware, pretty much you can repair ship crits and then repair normal damage into nothing as well. Then going to the Trojan ship for Andreas as well, the Arc with Wolf, which we saw earlier today as well, with a C-3PO, an R4, Ahsoka Tano, and hull upgrades. Of course, that R4 is going to be giving an action even when stressed after executing a maneuver, and Ahsoka Tano can also give a red focus to friendly ships in her Arc. And last but not least is Baby Annie doing his barrel rolls all over the place with Daredevil, R4, and passive sensors and protons. I like the R4 because for the Naboo, it pretty much gives him, like, for one turn, every single maneuver is blue except for the Talons. So interesting list there. But I really like the Scum list. I'm loving the Scum list. We've got Han Solo in the YT-1300. Trickshot, IG, got Lando Calrissian, and the Millennium Falcon. I suspect that IG is going to be given Calculate so that Lando can use them to be re-rolling, which is kind of cool. It's like a mini Targa lock there. And then we've got Tarani in the Kimagila. Expert Handling, definitely wants to use those barrel rolls to get Bullseye. Cluster Missiles, the R5, and the munitions. Then we've got another Kimagila with Dallin Oberos, Predator, and Inertial Dampener, so can do that white stop for a stress. And then in the Interceptor, we've got Gargor. And of course, that R5 in Torani means that she can shoot at Gargor, which is going to be interesting as well. Gargor, if he's bumping a ship and has to defend, that ship that he's at zero with is going to be taking a crit.
Pretty cool shenanigans there. Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of this. The Kimogila is a ship that I feel is on the edge of being popular. Like it has like a cult following. Like there's some people who like love the thing, but Tarani especially can be absolutely devastating. And to see Dalen in here as well would be interesting. But yeah, go ahead, get your bets in. Now, here's my question for you, Corey. If you were betting right now, what's your selection? What's your pick?
I got to bet with the Scum, even if it's just because it's an awesome list. I love lists that are they're really synchronized and they've got like good complementary abilities. So just having that trick shot on hand with Lando and the IG for the double calculate is awesome. And then obviously the R5 so that the Kimagila can shoot at Gargor is really cool too. I think we had that in Space Jam one time. It was the first time I saw it, and I loved it. Such a cool trick.
Yeah, the shenanigans with the cluster missiles and munitions failsafe as well
is
pretty cheeky.
As well. Yeah, I love that. So good.
So if anybody's not sure how that works, let me go ahead and walk it through because it probably will come up. So Tirani Kolda has the card R5TK, which says you can perform attacks against friendly ships. Okay, that's part 1 of this whole thing. Part 2 is if Tirani go ahead and target locks Gargor, so G4, G0R, we call him Gargor here on GSP, you can go ahead and attack with cluster missiles. Okay, so you spend the charge to perform the attack, but then using munitions failsafe, no matter what the results that are rolled, you use the part of the card text that says you may cancel all dice results and recover one of the charges. So essentially, you never actually spend the cluster missiles, you cancel them. All right, but that triggers still Gargor's ability, which says after you defend, each other friendly ship at range 0 suffers 1 critical damage. So it's pretty cheeky that from an extended range, Tirani can still do damage through Gargor if Gargor is at range 0 of some enemy ships. Absolutely hilarious.
Absolutely, and can do double damage, can get that cluster missile on the enemy ship and then Gargor as well, so it's like double.
Uh-huh. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and color code those Chemogilas right now, which you can see with the approach of Tirani behind Gargor. She has that already set up.
Yeah. I think you did. It was a great choice to give the Chemogilas to the veteran last game, because it is hard to get those abilities to work through Bullseye, especially on a medium-based ship. But if anybody can do it, it's these guys.
That's right. Yeah, battle of the medium base. We'll see. We'll see how that shakes out here. Now, I will say, picking the ships for the smaller. Go ahead. You go first.
I was just going to ask you what you think Andreas is going to do, because he's in a bit of a dilemma. Obviously, if he focus fires Gargor down, he's leaving himself open to the other bigger ships that are still beefy and will last a while. But if he lets that Gargor go, it's going to sneak up on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes up to range control. I know JJ is a really good player. I would suspect that JJ is going to want to engage Gargor not alone. One thing that you'll find some players do is they'll essentially they'll be pursuing range 0 so hard that they leave Gargor alone, and then you can end up just focus firing him down without any consequences. What you need to do is engage Gargor with another threat, which you see Dalen is along for the ride here. That way, they have 2 different things they have to choose between, and you're getting shots onto an enemy ship. So there's consequence in going after Gargor, which the dilemma is something that you want to create for your opponents, because these low-cost ships that can do a lot of damage through their abilities, it's always that that you got to pick your the best of two evils, right? It's like, I'm either going to take this damage through the ability or from the attack. So you got to make the best of what you got and hope. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right choice is, to be completely honest.
There is no right choice. That's why it's so difficult when you have such a dilemma ahead of you. Geez, if I were Andreas, I'd just try and maybe get a few of those gargle hits onto the arc, because at least it's got some shields. Whereas if you lose a shield on Obi or Anakin, Anakin's only got 2 and Obi's got 1, so painful.
So I think Wolf there just used Ahsoka's ability. Gave Anakin the red stress token.
Oh, yeah, for the focus.
Yep, setting up a proton torpedo. So that means Anakin will likely do the target lock here. Gets the evade from doing the 3-speed.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we're
Wolf is going to have that extra dice as well. And then if he goes towards his left next turn, could pick it back up.
Yep.
Pick that charge back up, the back arc.
So instead of target locking, we got the passive sensors. Honestly, that's good practice there, just in case you get an opportunity with Han later on. It's good to just get used to doing that passive sensors.
Yeah. Han's just doing it straight.
Yeah, I think there you go. You got a boost here. You got to get Han into the fight.
Not sure if he's going to grab range on that arc, though. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just far out. Dalen might be in for some pain here because that looks like a kill box, my friends. 1, 2, 3 ships, all of Andreas' ships. Oh, just a bit outside for Han. Perfect timing. Betting has been closed. Thank you to everybody participating in the Gold Squadron betting shenanigans, whatever you want to call it.
But
Gotta come up with the name.
It also looks like Wolf might just be losing a shield, you know, if he's in bullseye of Dalen.
Hit, crit going into Dalen Oberos, and that was in bullseye. Not obstructed here. Rolled nothing, and that is a crit right away with a damaged engine going into Dalen.
Wow, that damaged engine is not good on medium-based ships either, because they need those turns.
That's right. I mean, the 2 and the 3 turn just became red. No, not very good.
And relying on banks for a big ship like that that's not made for it is going to be very disturbing for his game. Great opening salvo.
Just going to do a little thing here.
That is Anakin pulling off the target lock there for his proton torps. Looks like. That he's going to have double modded and an evade. We are. Proton torpedoes going in.
Now there's a chance we lose Dalen in this opening engagement.
Yeah. Oh, one out of the box.
All right, gotta have to re-roll that one per stream rules, and a blank, but you got the lock. There you go.
He's got the.
Oh man.
That is 3 crits.
Got the squiggle. Yeah, all 3 of those crits are going into Dalen. Feels bad if you got any fuel leaks in there.
What do we have? Another damage engine. That's all right.
They're very
They don't
damaged.
stack, do they?
They do not.
This one.
Stun pilot.
And lose stabilizer. Wow.
So after
Wow,
all
that
that,
is
down to 3 hull. And let's see if
Now
if Wolf can
coming
finish
in.
it off.
He does have the calculate, so looks like he didn't spend his charge either to get that extra dice out the front.
Well, so out the front, it's a reroll, which he just used it there.
Oh, apologies, yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I got confused last game too, or 2 games ago.
So it's an extra dice out the back only.
Yeah, and there is the crit. There's one more
extra
crit
one.
in here.
Damage
sensor array.
That ship has taken a beating. Engines down, stabilizers down, sensors arrays down, pilots down.
Papi,
Yes, honey.
you told me I'll get a sticker.
I did tell you you would get a sticker.
I can hear Arwen.
That's right. You want to say hi to everybody real quick?
Hi!
Want to say good night?
Good night!
Blow kiss.
Mwah.
All right. Good night, baby girl. Mwah.
Said you'll give me a
Cute.
Here's your sticker right here.
Good night, Arwen.
Do you know who that is?
I don't know.
That's the Inquisitor. Inquisitor sticker.
Alright, so we got Gargor shooting now at Wolf. Just taking the shots that he can. And nothing. Rolls anyway.
And thank you to all of you who are understanding of the duties of a father.
Of course. Nothing
Yep.
more important.
That door's got to stay unlocked. So.
Yeah.
All right, what I
All
miss
right,
here?
and now we're back to dials as well. So yeah, Han was not in arc there. Almost had it, and could have been through a gas cloud as well, but didn't get a shot off. And then Gargoyle's shot was last to shoot as well. Didn't get anything either. So Andreas really escaped with a fantastic round there. Pretty much 2 shields on Wolf, traded it for almost a dead Dallin.
Looking at all these crits, it's like, what can this ship do?
Yeah,
All right, so
like nothing.
it has
to go straight.
Has to go straight. Must do a focus. Don't touch any obstacles, or else. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a 1 forward is probably the choice. You
just
can't
gotta
even
try
use
and
inertial
bump.
dampeners.
You just got to bump. Yeah, I mean, even if Wolf is at range 0 of Dalan, he can still get that shield, right?
Let's see. You may choose a ship in your bullseye.
Like, there's no range.
Yeah.
There's no range. Yeah.
Well, the range is
Probably his best bet.
is as long as it's in range 3.
Yeah. It's probably his best bet. Just bump Wolf, grab his shield back, and hope for the best. I mean, Andreas has a lot of information here. He probably knows exactly what Dalan's going to do. It's worth just finishing him off and continuing the game with 1 less Kujila on the board.
That's very true. And as we wait for these dials to get flipped, I want to remind you guys that today's Gold Squadron Flight Club is brought to you by our patrons. Thank you to everybody who has become a part of our largest group of supporters. You guys are awesome. I was showing off between rounds the awesome GSP exclusive Lego build that we had commissioned. Absolutely awesome. It's a Lego build of the GSP helmet, which our top patrons will be getting. We also have some awesome cards that have been commissioned and a new sticker. You got Fen Rao Wrecking an A-Wing has a sticker. Art, we have Hollow, Covanel, and a Scimitar Squadron Bomber. That one's still a work in progress. We're waiting for the final art there from the artist, but I showed the sketch, and it's looking awesome. So thank you guys so much, and if you're interested in becoming a patron, you could click the link in the description, or if you're watching live, !Patreon. All right. So Dalen, obviously, he's in a bad spot, but do we think Han will be able to get a shot this upcoming turn?
Yeah, well, if he just banks towards the left, he should be able to get Wolf, no matter what, especially if Dalan is able to block him successfully. I mean, I suppose expecting the block, Wolf could do a K-turn, and then Han would be less likely to get a shot, but he just needs to pull in closer to that gas cloud, get that extra dice from trick shot and his pilot ability.
That's right. When a 2-dice gun becomes a 4-dice gun, things can get pretty scary.
Yeah, and we can see Gargor is priming for that bump as well. Like, he's right up there. Not sure if he's going to clip that gas cloud, but he's going in for Wolf. If I were Wolf, I'd just try and get out of there. 4K or a fast straight or something. There you go. So Gargoyle coming in, trying to block Wolf.
And does. Very nice. Holds him back. 1 bank.
Nice. So he is just trying to get... I mean, even if he manages to bump Wolf here, he did well to get that shot from Dalan, not blocking Dalan directly with Wolf. But I'm not sure he's going to be making it through that to Initiative 3 without dying anyway.
So Annie does clip the cloud there. Rolling for strain. Takes a strain.
Takes it.
Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and re-roll it in the box. Justice, it happens again. Oops. We got some misplaced cards there.
What is Obi going to do? Like, a bank to his left? I don't know. Oh, okay, wolf. Bugging out. We'll get that extra die out the back.
A very flexible Arc 170 there, having an awesome ability out the front and the back, like you said, because the arc has been the charge has been spent. That's an extra die out the back.
Yep.
Like
Takes
with most Arc
C-3PO.
170s, you don't want to set up the back arc, but there's essentially no penalty on Wolf for setting up the back
Yeah,
arc for a
exactly.
turn. You K-turn, and then you're ready to go again.
Yep. As long as you use that front ability first, so that you can get back the charge.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's kind of like a flip flop. You know, he's flipping left and right. You know, you've got alternating like front arc, back arc, front arc, back arc. So Dion, is there still less than 32 players in the Concord Dawn? Because I want to make the cut for the first time ever.
I'll go check right now. It is definitely the lowest right now.
When you said it on the podcast, I was like, yes, my time has come. That is Obi bumping the cloud as well. And no strain. Good on you, Obi.
So I know that there's 20 people right now who have actually completed all the registration steps, so they're like on TTT already. But
Yeah.
actual tickets sold, I'll take a peek.
I haven't gotten my list ready yet. I'm still not sure what I want to bring. Alright, so here comes Hani. He'll have Wolf at range 3. Anakin maybe. Probably just out with Anakin. Yeah, just out with Anakin, but he's got Wolf. So that's 2 dice coming in at Wolf. That is hit and a focus. Going in for the hit, Wolf rolling, and he gets it.
$36 tickets sold for Concord Dawn.
Okay. Alright,
Yep.
so I actually have to play well then.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Corellia, we had 201 seats sold right now. Crate 200. Dathomir
Nice. So good,
103.
people.
Ryloth 74.
Oh, I'm in Ryloth as well. Nice. So that's Obi going into range 1 at Delan, looks like. What do we got? That is focus, blank. Has some force. Is he going to spend any of it? Spends 2. Yep, guaranteed damage pretty much. It's 2 hits. He needs the squiggle to survive. And
Got
he gets it. Down to 6 hull.
Hey, at least it's
Wow,
not a crit.
Yeah. So it looks like he has made... Oh, no, wait. Sorry, it's Wolf now has got to shoot. Wolf does get a go. So we've got Anakin going into the other key modula.
Yep, this is going into Tirani.
Yeah. 2 hits. 2 hits. And a focus. Is going to spend it or wants to keep it for the attack.
I feel like since he probably feels like he's a little bit behind, he might want to hold on to it. But at the same time, there's an argument for spending it because if you're behind, you need to keep
You
your
need to
ships
stay in the
alive.
game. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
it
spend
takes
it.
does spend it. Yep.
1 shield. Doesn't look like... Oh... What do you reckon? Wolf might just be in the bullseye of Tirani. So we've got that. No mods. and
It's super close.
no defensive mods.
Oh, just
Yeah,
in.
you got it. No defensive mods and gets that extra damage as well, right?
Yep.
In at range 2. That's pretty good.
So the extra damage happens after the attack.
Yeah.
Or, of course, he could...
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah. Rolls the
Nice.
evade, so he's taking hit crit. Does he want to spend the calculate, or is he going to take a damage? That's a fuel leak.
Yeah. Definitely wants to spend it if you can avoid a damage. Now we've got Wolf coming back. He hasn't shot yet, has he?
He is not. Coming back with a vengeance.
Alright. He could do this 4 dice. 4 dice into Delan. He really needs to get him off the board. Get him. Just get rid of him. Yeah, and no point using it on Gargoyle since he's not touching Wolf at all. He's going into Gargoyle. That's interesting. Doesn't want to get Delan off the board. And 2 hits. Gets back the charge. No, I thought he was going at Gargoyle. Does he... Was that Dalen? Ah, true. Got his own crit. Oh, no. So that was a misplay. Yowza. And a direct hit as well to send him on his way. That was great. That was a great play by Andreas, I guess, knowing that he was going to try and get bumped there, so he just had to get out of the way. That was good. Nice. Oh, I guess a reroll for C3PO and a blank again. Hey, he can definitely do it. He had a great start. Let's hope the scum can get back, because my money's on the scum. My points. The points. I need my points. So in other words, go all in with your points now before they get wiped.
Oops, I accidentally had myself muted.
In chat, they're talking about the lack of tickets for the Concord Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, with 36
I've
tickets
been
sold...
saying he thought the Australian community would be more excited for a tournament. Yeah, man, I thought so too.
Yep, I mean, and the thing is, for my...
Sorry, go on.
When I looked at the data for Space Jam, even though I did an Australian one, most of the players were actually not even from Australia. Australia was the lowest number, but I still wanted to give y'all in Australia a chance at an event in your area, even if the attendance was low. So
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciated being able to play during the daytime. That was special for me. Although I can't imagine the havoc that your sleep cycle has had, and you're running into like so what is it? 5 of them now, 5 or 6
Yep.
different events.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Space Jam was a trial. Could I handle it? The answer was yes. We'll be fine.
Nice, good on you. So there's the 4K from Wolf. Back to the front guns. Going to grab that charge back as well. And managed to avoid Gargor as well in the process, which is pretty good. Andreas is just calling these Gargor moves, like avoiding him like a champ. So what are we going to see here from Obi? The if the sprites have 5Ks, don't they?
They do. I like the 5K. You could also opt for the sloop because that keeps you in the fight more. It might actually get that bullseye onto Tirani next turn.
Yeah, slipping to his right. Yeah.
Yes, to his right.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, he wants to stay away from Han. Han's doesn't look like it's going to get that shot though next turn through any clouds, so it's only going to be 2 dice. Yep, you called it.
There it is.
Dion, it's almost as if you're a professional.
I wish that I played as good as I called the game. I'll say that. All right. Anyway. All right. So Han is gonna have his choice in shots here. Probably going at Anakin since he's at a closer range and also strained at the moment.
Yeah, well, you just take the shots. I mean, Anakin does have the evade, but you just gotta take the shots where it counts, really. Does he have any? He's got those calculate, so he will be able to reroll with Lando.
And here we go. And it's 3 dice because the enemy ship is stressed, by the way. So hit crit.
True.
Using the Lando ability for the reroll. Got it. Hit crit.
That is a good roll. Constrained Annie with a focus spends the evade.
So hit crit going into Anakin. Shields
That
are
is
down.
that's on the Falcon ability, right? The ship title, the stress.
Yeah, the ship title.
The stress ship. Yeah. So everyone's got CLT. Put in that extra eyeball. One's out of the box. Not a great roll.
Okay. Will you spend the force on both? Push the damage through?
How do you say? He's got 2 left. Doesn't look like he's going to need it defensively, so
he's doing it.
does.
No evades there.
Blank.
So we are into the juicy center of Tirani. We are into the hole.
And no bullseye either from Tirani, so...
Two hits coming in.
Evades from Wolf.
And he's going to be fine with the calculates.
Yep.
Reminder that Wolf
lovely.
was able to get those actions because of R4 P17, which says after you fully execute a red maneuver, you could spend a charge to perform an action even while stressed. A great combo on Wolf.
Nice. Did he use one of those calculates, or did he get the reroll?
He used the no. He should have spent one of the calculates, I believe.
Okay. And what's that? Anakin, probably back into the Kimojula. Yep, into the Kimojula.
2 crits.
And all down to Hull.
Direct hit.
Direct hit.
Clip. That's half points on Tirani.
Yep. Passed it.
And the second crit
And hull breach.
is a hull breach. Everything's a crit now.
Only 3 hull left. And
Yeah,
now
we're
we've
going
got
to lose
Wolf
these
with
chemos
his
pretty
reroll.
early.
Yeah. He's got a reroll. Yep, spending it.
Still has 2 calculates available because he used the force earlier, and that's going to be a spend
Yep.
for 3.
And there
I
are
don't know if
crits
she makes
too.
it out.
All crits.
Got him.
And it's, I think, dead.
Going into the
All
match, I
crits.
really like the tools that JJ had, but man, the chemos, they went down real fast. The opening
Yeah.
engagement was really rough for Dalen, taking all the crits, almost dying in the first engagement. Just they did not get enough time on the board.
Yep, agreed. I agree with you. I love the tools, love the way that the ship is made, the pilot abilities and everything. But I guess we're seeing now why, they're not as popular. Because they look cool, but if you're not getting that bullseye, you only have 1 of 8. So if you're not making the best use of that bullseye with those abilities, you're going to go down quickly. If you're versing someone who knows what they're doing, and Andreas is an experienced player. So I think that maybe JJ spent maybe a bit of his focus trying to get Gargor to bump, rather than trying to get those bullseyes off on the Kimujila.
Yeah, I
So
agree. He could
wonder-
he could definitely be a bit of a distraction for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe a different ship, maybe even a normal interceptor could have done a better job just to harass rather than try and be like the focal point of the list there.
Yep. So 28 points. Could have been. Well, here's a question for y'all in the chat. Depending on how this game goes, we might be ending a little bit early. But Han can do some work. I would say if this game is definitively over before 9, which is about 15 minutes, I might play a game. Maybe I play a game. So,
Who's going to play with Dion?
I don't know. We'll probably do a roll for it. Just depends. We'll see.
What list have you been working with? What faction have you been favoring lately?
Oh man, I play. You know me. I play everything.
Yeah.
I literally was just like, what do I want to do today?
I love seeing your those clips you've been putting on YouTube, but it's always Dion Morales with something completely different.
Yep. I mean that's the goal. If I'm gonna play as many games as I do on League Night, I gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Though if you watched League Night last week, it was all about experimenting with Dash. It didn't go well.
Oh yeah, I heard you guys
It
talk
did
about it on
not.
the podcast.
It did not go well.
Dang. What were you up against?
All kinds of things. I have scrubbed it from my memory. It was that bad. So
It's like Obi's. Got a range check. Not sure what that was for. Target locking? Yeah. No, because that was red. Blendon saying your hopes were dashed. Gene Lee.
hey. The range check could have been for sense.
Oh, it was sense. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good call. I think you went muted yourself for a little bit there.
Yeah, I had. I'm back.
Cool.
Trying not to disturb too many people while I take little bites of my dinner.
Fair enough. Those chocolate chip pancakes
So good. All right, Anakin
coming in for the block.
swooping in here. Yep. Just trying to be troublesome. Has the evade there after getting the full throttle ability.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's thinking about boosting. I guess if he doesn't boost, he's got no shots, but I don't know. I like that position. He doesn't have too much to worry about if he just stays there. I think even a straight from Han is going to just bump if Anakin stays there.
Maybe Han does a bank towards the edge.
Ooh, and
Ooh,
he chooses to boost it.
The one forward fits now.
Yep. It's Wolf
And
doing
so does the 2
2.
bank, 1 bank.
Wolf doing the 2. Going to get that shot at Gargoyle out the back to get his charge as well.
Mm-hmm.
God, this guy loves to be surrounded. Wolf.
And where's Obi going?
I go bank to his right and just try and get that Han in the bullseye. He's going to be coming up against only 2 dice, so it's not a terrible deal.
Still
with
gets
a
the
full
bump.
Straight.
So look at that. Andreas calling the fast move by Han. No
So
actions.
good. He's been calling everything all game. Honestly, this guy's a champ. So what do we got? That's Han. 3 dice
Hit, crit.
into Wolf. And he's going to have to spend that calculate to get... Does he get the reroll? Yeah, he spent the calculate. Okay.
Hit, crit. And there's a fuel leak
be
on
dead.
there. Wolf is dead. Gone.
Oh, no.
F's in the chat for Wolf. Never had a chance. Went to the store to get some milk. Never came back.
Yeah. Hey, that was a great shot. Yeah. Game's opened up a bit now. Well, it's 2v2. And Andreas has been playing super well, but one mistake, one good shot, and he could have Anakin or Obi at half points.
Yep. So,
Yep, and he's
I mean,
back.
Han is.
Yeah, we had JJ drop for a second there.
Oh, he's back. Han can do a lot of work. He's completely full.
Yeah.
Just keep Gargor away from Han. Don't
Don't bub yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, that idea was really good. I really liked that play. Like, putting Gargoyle in the middle, knowing he's going to take the crit, but maybe could get that shot on Wolf, and Wolf just like, nah. See ya. Just waiting for both players to get ready again, I think.
Mm-hmm. Had a bit of a disconnect.
Mm.
All right, let me make sure. All right, the
Report,
red
yeah.
hand has
Good job.
returned.
And the time is back. So we do have Obi with the CLT again, and he's got the focus, so he's happy about that. Won't have to spend any force. Well, he doesn't have any force left, it looks like. Ah, not what you want.
Just one, and it's going to go through.
Gets it, though. You're going to need more than that to chip away at Han, though. Got 10 hull left. Well, 10 hit points left. Back to Dials. Anakin does not have Gargoyle.
So,
Yeah.
man, looking at some of the positioning here, Han is going to have some issues with Anakin because Anakin's position is he's a great blocking position right now. That pre-movement barrel roll is going to give him a lot of options. If Anakin wasn't there, Han would likely end up going into that top right corner and using that cloud in order to do some damage to Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. It's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if Anakin's just going to stay there, if the strategy is just continually bump Han and get Obi-Wan to just pot shots, while he can, maybe even getting into that back arc. So, if he does like a bank and then a barrel roll to the right or something, probably ideal. Just don't worry about Gargoyle and try and chip Han down, get that half points.
Yep. And the interesting thing here, this is essentially a 50-50 proposition right here. Is Han going into the corner with something like a sloop, which is, you don't really do that move with these Han Falcons because you're just constantly essentially circling the board. But it's an unexpected move. Or are you hard turning, and that would allow Han to get a reset if Anakin didn't call the hard turn and just gets in his way.
Yep.
Risky business. I like it. This is my favorite part of X-Wing, 50-50 decisions.
Yeah. And when you get that good call as well, it feels so satisfying to be the player that's be like, I think they're going to do that, and you've just set up so well.
So for the Galactic Championship Series,
I want to do like a one bank. Just keep guns on target. Maybe even barrel roll to the right. Stay away. No, go on. Sorry.
That's all right. So one thing I was going to say, one of the things I'm trying to get done here for the Galactic Championship Series is a GSPN-like experience. If you guys remember what we did, the X Zone. All right. So it looks like Anakin is calling the corner
He's
here.
going for that bump.
But the sloop looks super good there. Oh, my goodness.
It's a 2 sloop, right, for Han?
I think it is. It's two or three.
Because the 3 is going to go off the board if he's going to the to the right.
No, he's got the 3 bank to the right all day. All day.
Yeah?
I have the faith. Yeah. Yeah, he's got
Well,
it.
I trust you. You know more than I do.
He's got it. I know he's got it. If he did it, he would look like a god.
Even target locking him as well. Oh no, it's going to be, advanced sensors? Did he just go right for the target lock? Yep, Obi with the 1 bank there. Just waiting on action on Obi-Wan. Can't barrel roll. It's not going to make it if he barrel rolls to the right. Could just focus for that CLT. Doesn't have that many options.
Yeah, he's debating. He's debating. You could feel the doubt.
Yeah. There you go with the focus. Yeah, I wouldn't have repositioned Obi from there either, even if you can boost or barrel to the left, because.
And he went for the turn.
Nice.
All right, that worked out.
By anything again.
He is going to take a strain, though.
Well, Obi's liking that range 1 shot with CLT. And no evade dice for the Falcon this turn. On range 1 into Obi. No mods. Need something good.
And 1 average.
No, not great. Oh,
Hey,
he blanked
just
out.
Just
Wow.
take the shield. You can have it. I don't need that shield.
Oh, jeez. Well, 1 away from half now.
CLT is on.
Got an extra focus. That is what you need. That's going to be 4 hits. 4 hits, no evade
Pop,
dice.
pop, pop, pop.
That's what happens when you take Obi-Wan's shield.
Give an inch, take a mile.
Mm.
Man. And Gargor reaching for Obi-Wan, hoping to do something here.
Doesn't
All
have a
force
choice.
has been expended. One hit, excuse me.
Ooh,
And
almost
safe.
another blank out. He gets it.
Here's the risky thing here, though. Han could, with a good shot, kill Obi-Wan in a single shot with that focus being gone. Obi-Wan's really going to have to utilize that sense in the next coming turns to avoid that. Though, of course, having only a single force means that you have to choose between sense or being able to do double repositioning. So,
Yep. I think
interesting
he's used
situation.
it. If he uses it again this turn, it'll be 3 turns in a row. So he's really keeping him force starved.
True.
Which
Now,
is
at
good
least,
for Han.
At least this turn
But
it's
Anakin
free
is
because it's
kind of-
range
I
1.
think- Yeah. I think Anakin is kind of set up well to do 3 bank, get that evade, possibly with a boost, get something onto Han as well. Depends where Han's going to go. I think a straight is going to just clear that gas cloud in front of Han. If Han wants to go forward. Sense is free this turn, yes. Crazy Vulcan is correct, because it's range
Yep.
0 to 1. Yes, I believe Anakin does have a torpedo left.
Yeah, he does.
Something wicked. He's only used 1.
One proton torpedo left in the tube.
Otherwise, a turn from Anakin. I mean, he has Han target locked, so a turn from Anakin could do it. He just doesn't want to be at range 1 then.
Now, this next turn is going to be huge. I think this will really determine the ending of the game here. Because if Annie can get that proton torpedo off and it hits hard, you end up limping away essentially with Han. And there's a good chance if Obi-Wan can also keep that on. There you go. There was the sense check.
Yeah, so maybe if he barrel rolls here, he could end up blocking Anakin's. There we go, barrel roll. He's trying to block Anakin's turn, so he's not going to be able to get those torps off. Let's see if Anakin manages to grab a... Oh, he's spending the force.
All right, yeah.
Barreling. Ooh, that was
I like-
nicely done. That was nicely done.
Gives himself the space there, utilizing that Anakin ability.
Yeah.
Reminder that he already has a target lock set up.
Mm-hmm.
There's the sloop. Han, what you gonna do?
If Han goes straight, that could be the end for him this round, because it looks like maybe Obi might just have a bullseye there. Oh, well, definitely not anymore.
Big move here
But-
with that 3 bank.
But that is still range 2 for Anakin, so those torpedoes are going to go off.
Mm-hmm. There's no way for Han to get away.
Andreas
Matt-
has played so well this game. It's this is what I love about X-Wing, is just what you can do with like good play, even though your opponent might have an incredible array of tricks and munitions and great abilities, but when you just know how to play, it is incredible.
Agreed.
All right, Han into Anakin.
Looking for big dice here.
Crit.
Got a crit.
Just a crit. Not going to do anything with the evade there, so
Could hurt if... oh, hey, there you go. Spends
Yep,
probably the
spends
second
the
one.
Glando.
If
Yep.
that crit hit, something like a blinded pilot would hurt. I know that Anakin
Yes.
has as a
Yeah,
Force user, but
absolutely.
doesn't have it available right now.
So yeah, he did. Oh, he's not spending that calculate there. Up. One's out of the box.
Oh, okay.
Double blank. But he has
Oh,
the evade.
has the evade.
Yeah, I wonder why Han didn't spend that second calculate. I guess he went for the re-roll.
He's going for the defense.
Oh, oh no, he's dropped again.
Oh,
Pause the time.
pausing. All right, well, we can go ahead and have Anakin and Obi-Wan. No, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mystique. I don't know why. Not too sure why Han didn't spend it. Probably wants it for the defense.
Just hoping to barely stay alive. One evade could be a difference between living and not.
Yeah. Also, in his defense, you know, with Anakin rolling 2 dice and stuff, maybe you just don't think it's worth it anyway.
Obi
that
from
looks like
downtown?
that's Obi. Yep.
Spends a force for 2 hits.
There you go. That's what that calculate was for.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Anakin Skywalker.
No more calculates for Han.
Big right hook here. Proton torpedo.
You go.
Spend the lock.
Spend the luck.
That's going to be at least 2 crits. And that's
Crits.
crit.
2 crits going in. Alright, well, has another turn in him.
Loose stabilizer is the first one.
That is not good for Han right now. Not at all.
Loose stabilizer says that if you execute a non-straight maneuver, you take a damage. So, yeah, they
He's
take a
going
damage
and a fuel leak. Ooh.
or you're telegraphing.
Yeah. Yeah, at least it happened in that order though, because that fuel leak would have put him down to 1 hull left, and then he wouldn't have even been able to you know, fake out with taking a damage to turn. But I don't think he can turn.
Anakin
Gargoyle
gets
with
away
the one
from that
shot going
Gargoyle.
into Anakin, yeah.
I like the comment here in the chat. Anakin to Han, get away from my daughter.
I love the chat.
They're the best.
Yep, I think with Han, it's just going to be like, you know, go straight and rotate the turret. Doesn't look like you're going to get much of a choice otherwise.
You know, something related to the chat here and unrelated to the game, I do have to say, shout out to all of y'all, because you guys have accidentally perfectly prepared me for remote teaching. It is hilarious how much easier, in my opinion, teaching remote is than doing a live stream with y'all. It's pretty funny. The school has dubbed me a Zoom trainer now. It's really funny. Like, Dion,
Good on ya.
where have you acquired all these skills? I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry, I was just training in my own time, because you're dedicated
That's right.
teacher. It's all about the kids.
So thank you. Guys.
I'd love you to be teaching music, and then halfway through the lesson, someone's like, "This is an X-wing."
Oops.
I'm in the wrong class.
Accidentally on purpose. That's right. First time caller.
All right. So what are we seeing as Han's last move? The only way he could maybe get out of this is what, like a 3 bank this turn, hopefully get out of arcs, like not out of arcs, but out of range, and then what, a turn to get that asteroid last, like trick shot or something. But
yeah, that's
I
the
don't
hope.
see that happening.
3 bank, flip the loose stabilizer. No, you actually flip it right away, right? After you take the damage. So,
Yeah. Go bank, flip it,
3
repair,
bank,
and then turn.
hard turn.
But
hmm
I think Anakin's gonna, with his 3 bank to the right, is just easily gonna be able to catch that Han, and he's gonna boost as well. So I don't know. If I were Han, I mean, hey, look, there's a reason I'm a rookie, but I'd just go straight to the turret and try and get one shot off, and then that's it.
This is why they didn't put him in the type route. Man, I'm still upset that he's not a pilot in the type route. Still mad. Still mad. Anyway.
Is that the one that he trained in the academy before?
Yeah, it's
nice.
canon because it's in the comic books of him flying it. I know that we see him in the movie, not in the Navy, but he was in the Navy. It's canon. Yeah. They used comic books and books before.
Yeah, that's cool. That would have actually been really interesting. You had Han in 3 different factions. I wonder if there's been a pilot before that's in 3 different factions. Because I know like Fen Rao's like Scum and Rebels. You got quite a few who are Scum and Rebels. Or first Empire and then Rebels.
Missed opportunity. We'll just call it a pilot pack option in the future.
Why don't you make it? Just make it your own pilot.
Just do it.
I mean, everyone in Gold Squadron podcast and all the followers that will follow your lead.
There you go. I don't think FFG. I'm already on FFG's naughty list enough, so we don't.
No.
I don't want to push it too hard. All right, here we go. 2 bank to the right.
Now the teacher has become on the naughty list.
That's right. Has a force available. I mean, I think I might just do the boost. Yeah.
I mean, look, to be honest, if Han can get 1 hit out of Obi-Wan, it's going to be a bit of a game changer, especially because we've got another 15 minutes left. Maybe Obi's just wants to stay away, doesn't want to take that boost or barrel roll in. Wants to maybe stay out of Han's arc. Just take Gargle.
There you go. Take what you can get.
Yep, there we go. And it looks like it might even be Bullseye with Gargle too, so. Yeah, he's got to flip. Oh, he can't rotate and flip at the same time.
They cannot. No shot.
Jeez, what's he going to do? I'm taking the rotate. Yeah. There he goes. I'd rotate. Go out in a blaze of glory. Han style. There we go. Range 1 into Anakin. He needs some luck on his side now.
2 hits. There we go.
Looking good.
One more was outside the box.
Okay. Not what he needed, but 2 hits. Anakin doesn't get that evade because he bumped.
Does he still have the force?
Yeah, he did. I heard him just flip it. Yeah, so he's got a point down. But
that is half points.
It's half points. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's something. Fast Walker's asking, what does Dessor mean?
That's me having the window selected while trying to move around in TTS. And forgetting I had the text in there when I pressed enter on an emote. It kind of does look like a word. Thank you, Fax.
I love Typo's X-Wing's reply. It is the past tense of
All right, another damage there on Han. He's down to 3. Oh no, that was another one. Down to 2.
2 left. And that's Anakin range 1. hit crit.
And that is it. It's
Damn.
over. It's all over. Well, congratulations. The Republic gets a W there. Andreas preventing the sweep. JJ falls for Scum, unable to hold on to the win. We're going to go ahead and let him finish out this turn.
At least that is one Republic win, though. For the
That's
day.
true.
Pretty cool. Ah, damn, I had my money on the Scum. I really wanted those Kimajilas to do their work. It is a cool ship.
So final attack there. No damage. Thank you so much for both these gentlemen for playing.